Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, set.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets it up past the 35. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson here from the gun. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the Browns first down.
Ready. Ready.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Ready,
so after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is DTR. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Thompson Robinson now. And a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Siaki Ika in to haul him down. You look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. In this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Swift again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready?
Thompson Robinson. Buying time to his left. This one downfield for Tillman. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. He's settling in nicely here in the 1st quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think if we try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. For this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in Week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Boy, this defense is circling early. The pick six there, and they are off to the races here in this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first-quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Green Jack. Set.
Throwing. Thompson Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Sticking to the air, it's Thompson Robinson. Throw complete to Bell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 35, here's second down and 5. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. The DTR going to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
Ready?
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Let's go now.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. Down to the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Set, hut. Ready.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 70. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now back to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now 2nd and 3. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
But first down, Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, Swift. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
For a running back, that kind of encompasses everything right there. Terrific run, but he almost gets it to the end zone. Remember, almost. Didn't quite get there. Most running backs I know, they don't want to come out of the game now. They're screaming to the bench, call it again, I want to get into the end zone.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Smith catches left side. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles continue to pull away here this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson now. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Let's go. Set.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 41 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Browns 13.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
No touch. Oh, it's Silver, ready? No touch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Devontae Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Elliott Good with a PA first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on, set.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On the ready.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Ready.
On the bootleg, here's Thompson Robinson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
63, bad. No touch.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Cycle. Fury, yellow. Blaster, 6.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, That was good.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready?
Thompson Robinson off of play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And once more, it's Thompson Robinson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, for the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready?
Thompson Robinson now to throw.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Swift going to try up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Second and 7.
Hey, 73, 73. No,
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.